Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
So because it's been a year that I've had this battery, I figured what a great opportunity to share with all of you how well this battery has held up over time. So what is up, guys and girls? If you're new here, I want to start this one off by welcoming you to the channel. I like to call this channel the e-bike group ride headquarters. I try to get out as often as I can and hit up as many group rides as possible and document them for all of you. So what am I rocking today? I am on the Onyx RCR that has been slightly modified. One of my most prized modifications is the heart of this beast. It's the battery from Powerful Lithium. So it's 1 year ago today that Powerful Lithium gave me this battery. And ever since then, it has changed my riding life. After that first long range test, I was convinced that this was the move. And I became adamant in showcasing what this battery can do to as many people that would listen. Alright, so on my way to Powerful Lithium at the end of the Bayonne Bridge, look who I ran into. Electric Santito is in the house.
What's up, guys?
What's up, man? Where we going?
Let's go for a little spin.
Alright.
Long way to Powerful Lithium.
Alright, sounds like fun. Let's go. Alright, so my boy Electric Santito is also rocking a Powerful Lithium build. He's done it up. He's this is a what, an RX?
Alright.
Super 73 RX, 5 kilowatt motor.
Okay.
Sabaton, is it Sabaton or did you hook it up to a far driver? We never did that update. All right, I don't know what controller he's rocking. He won't tell me. He's gonna tell me the day that he smokes my ass. So let's see the power of a Powerful Lithium build. Yep, he's done some modifications to it. All right, so let me give you a little backstory. I started my journey off with a 23 amp hour battery. Quickly realized that I could only get 24, maybe up to 29 miles of range on that battery. There's a lot of hills in Staten Island. So what did I do? Early on, I got a second battery, and I would put that second battery in my backpack. And I would take it on these longer group rides, thinking that I was in good shape. I had some extra range, but nothing compared to the range of a Powerful Lithium battery. And on top of that, my back paid a price. Every time we hit a big group ride, I'd come back with marks on my shoulders from the weight of the battery in my backpack. So despite the fact that I carried a 25-pound battery on my back for these long rides, and the markings that it would leave on my shoulders, you're limited with what you can carry. The backpack normally carried water bottles and things and food. Now it's just carrying a battery. So another drawback was the range. I had an extra battery, but I could only do maybe at most 60 miles. Game changing is what I call it. The Powerful Lithium battery, to me, was game changing. So of course, with me doing videos on Instagram and YouTube, I wanted to get the message across that yeah, you might spend a few extra dollars getting this battery, but the investment is well worth the amount that you pay. Someone told me you can get 120 miles with the Powerful Lithium THEIA battery. Me, I'm not a 135-pound man. I am a little bit heavier. So the range I knew would not be 120 miles. But even if I came close, let's say 100 miles, I would be extremely happy. And on my first range test, in sport mode, I made 74 miles before I realized that I did not have my my transmitter. And I was afraid that if the battery died on me, I wouldn't be able to continue. I'd have to get a ride home. And I didn't know where the battery would die. So I decided to call that right there at 74 miles. So because it's been a year that I've had this battery, I figured what a great opportunity to share with all of you how well this battery has held up over time. So I figured what better way to showcase this product than to dive deep into it. Find out a little bit more about the health of the battery. After a year of usage, we can monitor the amount of cycles that I went through. We can talk about each individual cell and how it's behaving after all this time. All right, so without any further ado, let's get into this one. We are almost at Powerful Lithium. Let's see what the experts have to say. V!
What's up?
What's going on, V?
I'm just checking your battery.
You are? Awesome. Yeah. Tell me about it.
Thank God I catch on time.
Yeah, 100%.
Because
perfect
today
timing.
is 365 days since your battery been made. I'm looking parameters. They're very awesome. They're good.
It's great
very
to hear.
important part. So what we can see here, unit volt difference. That's how we know is that battery is still healthy. Means that all cell groups, and you have 20 groups, or almost even, very even. As you see, 0.006 is difference between cell groups.
That's awesome.
Almost the same.
Right.
Very amazing. And you got 1770 amp hours in cycles. That's approximately, let me check, 50. It's like 35 times you charged and discharged.
Can you just dive in a little deeper, because you mentioned 1,000 what?
1770 amp hours in cycles.
So how do you determine how many cycles?
This number divide on capacity of your battery. Your capacity is 50. So if we pull calculator, so 70 divide on 50 amp hours, you can see 35.4 times you charged and discharged. That means fully charged and discharged.
Oh, right.
That's what mean that. And you're good for another 930 times to do this. So in 1 year, you spent 3.5% of your battery life.
That's great.
So next 10 years, you're good to go on this way. That's what that mean, or even more. You just need to take care of your battery during the winter, storaging, 70%, you know those things.
Yes.
So that's very important. Still, after 1 year old battery, it's good, and also you're pulling a lot of amps through this battery, and this battery is still in balance, because when it's bad build quality, when you're pulling, like when you're peaking very often your amps from your battery become unbalanced. Why? Because it's not secured current flow between cell groups. So all our batteries, they have pretty well secured current flow between cell groups, and that's why you have always this 0.00 something. Sometimes it's normal thing when you're charging or when you're stressing battery, it's gonna go up to 0.012.
But even still, that's great.
Still amazing,
Right?
You know, nothing, because our even 0.1, it's still good.
I know it's
still good.
so minimal.
But we wanna have always our batteries like this.
Right. All right.
This
so
is something that's saying it's good quality, good cells, good build. That's very important. And on the end, it's safe build, because you have right current flow through the battery. That's very important. So none of those cells, they're not sagging individually.
Right.
They work properly. That's very important.
Yes.
It's not just build battery. Oh, we can build battery. That's not a problem, build battery. It's a problem to secure performance from the battery, especially when you got high performance battery, like high discharge. So you really need to secure everything. And so many people making mistakes sometimes while they're building those batteries because they're not understanding that you have to secure that current flow between cell groups. And our main thing is always, no matter if we build this small battery like this or large battery, we're always securing to have secured current flow between cell groups. And then on the end, write BMS, write wires, write everything. You know, it's very important. Whole steps, every step that is correct. And like I said, now when we go here, we have individual groups, but instead of us reading group by group and trying to figure out what's the difference, it's easier. Software says us what's the situation. Also, we have maximum unit voltage, it's 4.15, and minimum unit voltage is 4.14 here.
That's good, right? You don't want it to drop.
That's amazing. It's very close. Those two things need to be close, and that means this is approximately voltage between those two groups. It's 4.14. And here we can read current. Now this battery is on charge, or been on charge before I took a screenshot. It's on charger and showing 7 amps that we're charging.
Okay.
That's
We're
how
charging it
fast.
at
So
that rate.
if we're charging 50 amp hour battery that is empty with 7 amps, we can count that easy. 50 amp hours divide on 7 amps. That's how fast we're charging. And this is how many hours will take us to fully charge this battery.
That's interesting.
It's everything is math.
Right.
I didn't like much math in school, but
You're using it
I'm
every
using
day
this
here.
a lot. But this is basic math also. I don't like imaginary numbers or something like that. But when we talk about facts, that's my field.
All right, so I am good. I am good. My battery is good.
And you see, battery status saying charging. Also,
Okay.
charge port, discharge port, they open, mean everything is good. Temperature, this is cell temperature, 35 Celsius, 35 Celsius. You have 2 temperature sensors on your battery, plus MOSFETs and balanced MOSFETs.
It's a lot of information from that app.
Exactly. People usually, first thing, like when they got the battery, let me get that, and they're trying to figure out why they need that, why they're trying to accomplish. And they're saying, I want to see something. But what you want to see, I want to explain you what's very important for you like user, because I don't want you to go in some other setting there and to change something, because on that way you maybe gonna ruin safety precautions what we do, because BMS is actually for us who build this battery to make sure that this battery works properly. So if some user trying to do some change and he doesn't know what he's doing, it can damage battery eventually and make fire also. So it's very important that people not playing with this app. Or what you can do, check your unit voltage difference. That's all what you need to know, nothing else. No reason to go in any of other menus, no reason for that. Check this. If someone has problem with our battery, they're very welcome, reach out to us. We will help even on distance. We're helping sometimes people making short circuit while they installing batteries in their bikes, and battery being turned off because of safety precautions. From those reasons, you know, then when customer reach out to us, we help him how to turn on again battery that we can work. It's very important to be in touch with us. It's better for safety of household, safety of that person, and of everyone else who lives with him, you know, with that person. It's very important. We don't want to have fires. That's our main goal. We don't need to sell. If we, you know, if if we can't have safety first, I would never been in this business.
Gotcha.
So for me, it's very important. First safety and then money. Okay, we have to make money, we are a company, we have to pay salaries, our bills, but it's very important, first at all, safety. Proper BMS, proper build, good cells, good quality cells, and after that, no problems. Right. And of course, a lot of our times is involved in this, in every battery, because we're not doing that like through machines that automatized, doing valves. No, we're doing that a little bit slower.
By hand.
Yes, almost by hand. And you know, I think still that is a very good thing to do still, than to do mass production. Like, you know, we're doing like in batches, but again, we're not using those huge machines. They're good, but I'm afraid if we do that way, that quality is not gonna be same as now.
It is awesome to hear that after 1 year that I've been using this battery, it is in great health. And that stems from quality craftsmanship. So Powerful Lithium is changing the game, taking your e-bike and extending your power and range. So I am out of time. With that, I will leave you. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate and smash that like button. Leave a comment. I get back to everybody. And if you want to, please subscribe. So until the next video, peace out, everybody.
Ride safe, guys. Be extra patient in the traffic. Don't go too crazy speeds, especially when you're alone, guys. Just get today, our friend died on his surround. We don't know what's happened, but guys, pay attention. Our bikes, they're not loud, they're silent, and nobody can see us. So it's very important for us to take precautions when we are on streets, to honk to other guys that they know that we're coming. Or even I said this a long time ago, when we are on the bikes, there is no traffic rules. You have green light and you have to pass with not like, you know, it's your green light. No, you have still to be extra careful. Maybe someone turning on the red or something passing red. You know, we need to be extra careful on those bikes. And I really wanna have this safe community, you know, because like this, our friend just died. It sucks, you know.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
One day
Just
you're here, one day you're not.
few days ago we saw him, we talked with him, and last night I think he passed away. He had a crash. Ride safe, guys.
Sad.